Thank you, Madam Speaker. Well, I was going to stand up and speak on the matter of the smoke that we can smell in the chamber right now. And I think although the Minister is trying to put some comforting words into this situation, it is deeply concerning, the level of wind. And I don't think that he's really stated the level of severe threat that communities around Lachlan are facing right now. The fire service has an emergency alert. There are a substantial number of personnel already there fighting those fires, and resources are heading that way. But it is the case that Mossbeds Road and Top Swamp Road are under heavy smoke. Houses are under threat now, according to the Tasmanian Fire Service. And that there is, they say, high risk in that area. There is a total fire ban in the south today, and the TFS, as of an hour and a half ago, are confronting 20 fires around the state. And their predictions are that Thursday the conditions will be far worse because the winds are stronger. We hope that tonight the cooling of that with a bit of rain, that it may the conditions may abate somewhat. But, Madam Speaker, they cannot change the reality which the Minister and his government fails to discuss, which is that these are not normal conditions. This is not a normal spring. There is no normal conditions. This is not quite common. It is not quite common to have conditions like this.
Through the chair, please.
In fact, the only other time that the Hobart City Council manager mentioned that these conditions have been seen in at least the living memory of people in Hobart was before the 1967 bushfire season. And John Fisher, the Hobart City Council and Bushland manager, said that today. There is right now at UTAS a series of experts sitting from the fire service. If they're available, they may well be unable to attend that public discussion. And fire ecologist Alex, I don't remember his surname, from overseas, who is here right now. And they are talking about the extraordinary situation. They know the reality of the climate emergency that we're in. These are not normal conditions, Madam Speaker. We are confronting a winter that we have just been through that has not had, well, Mr. Shelton, I listened to the words of Mike Brown, the previous Chief Fire Commissioner, as he stood at the global climate strike on the 20th of September and told the some 20,000 people who were there that you did not turn up to listen. If you had listened to Mike Brown, he would have told you this is a climate emergency. We are in a climate breakdown. This is not normal, and it will continue to not be normal, and we do not respond in an emergency with BAU, business as usual. This is not the normal way to respond to an emergency, Madam Speaker. It is very serious, and I really hope that this government comes into this place tomorrow and tells us where the resources are that were promised to respond to the review. How much money has been put towards bushfire prevention in Tasmania? How much money has been put towards the Tasmanian Fire Service, the volunteers who are out there today and will be there probably every day between now and we don't know when, fighting fires in Tasmania? Now, come on. We have to wake up. This is not just the equinox and the warm winds, normal conditions for this time of year. That's not what's going on here. It's orange outside, it's windy, we can smell bushfire smoke in this chamber. It's nothing like what people in Lachlan are experiencing. We've had Professor David Bowman, warn us about the threat to Hobart from fires like this starting under just these winds, rocketing along Mount Wellington, funneling through along the Derwent River catchment area into Hobart. Now, the Mayor, Anna Reynolds, the Lord Mayor, was today mentioning that Hobartians, that she said that she cannot guarantee that the city will get through the season unscathed. Well, it is good to hear a leader be real about what's going on, and thank you to her for being real. Now, if only we could get those sort of words from this government. Just accept what's going on. You can't do everything. We're not expecting you to have an answer. There aren't answers to some of these things. It's not easy, but we need recognition. We need people to hear the reality of what's going on so that they can confront it with the right response. We are a community. We will work together. We have to confront this together, and we need leaders who will speak the truth.
Thank you.